Mandela, you got some splaining to do. You changed Marilyn Monroe in this reality. Marilyn Monroe is now skinny. Oh, wow. I can't believe this. I was just watching this video here on my way out the door, and I had to make this quick video. Shout out to Mandela Affected. He was mentioning Marilyn Monroe looking much skinnier than he remembers. I Googled Marilyn Monroe, and boom, all these skinny pictures of her, and none of the ones that I remember. Very crazy. So apparently, all these people are arguing online, saying, comments have been made. Here's 2,000 comment. I always thought Marilyn Monroe looked fabulous, but I'd kill myself if I was that fat. I went to see her clothes in exhibition, and I wanted to take a tape measure and measure what her hips were. She was very big, Elizabeth Hurley says. Roseanne Barr, 1996. I'm more sexy than Pamela Lee or whoever else they've got out in Hollywood these days. Marilyn Monroe was a size 16. That says it all. Now, these don't seem so far off base from how I remember Marilyn myself. But a quick internet search pulls up countless articles focused on the topic of Marilyn's size. I wonder why that is. Because in another reality, she was voluptuous and curvy in a different way than she is in this reality. People write about vanity sizing and claims of Marilyn's measurements as reported by her dressmaker. So there's another mystery that also a constant topic of conversation and debate, and it's one of those questions I'm asked nearly every interview. What was Marilyn Monroe's true size? Well, I can see why. Look, she just looks so drawn out here and thin. I can see why that's a matter of debate now, because she's different in this reality, so people are getting confused. The Marilyn Monroe size 16 myth. What size was she really by today's standards? Sure, beauty icon Marilyn Monroe had curves, but there's a pop culture myth propped up by quotes from Roseanne Barr and Elizabeth Hurley, the ones I just read you. So those women created a myth about Marilyn. Why do fat girls say Marilyn Monroe was curvy? Marilyn was a slim woman. I see a lot of fat girls or curvy girls on Facebook saying Marilyn Monroe was proof that curvy girls are hotter than skinny girls. I remember Marilyn being curvy and voluptuous. Thumb this video up if you agree with me. Thumb this video down if this is how you always remember Marilyn Monroe here. Marilyn Monroe was not even close to 16, size 12 to 16. It's a myth. Because all you have to do is just go to Google search. Bring up images. And you can say, yeah, that's a myth. She was thin, She was always thin. Here it is. Look, she's just always very thin. So if you're from this reality, you could just Google Marilyn Monroe and say, look, she's thin. What are you guys talking about? Curvy, voluptuous. She was never like that. That's a myth propped up by Roseanne Barr. I mean, come on. Oh, wow. This is recent. This had to have just changed. This is not even, look at this, looks baggy. Come on now, that looks baggy. She looks like she's like $105 here. Oh, wow, this is crazy. This one is just so bizarre. The Mandela effect is like this never-ending Easter egg hunt. This is just so bizarre and crazy. All right, please thumb up the video if you agree with me. If this does not look like the Marilyn Monroe you remember, go ahead and thumb it down if this is always the Marilyn Monroe that you remember. If that just doesn't look like the Marilyn I remember. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not the same as a past, more familiar reality that I have conscious memories of, and a lot of you do too. I mean, this just keeps going. We're going to have to, I've been listening to a lot of Dolores Cannon. I think that that's in line with this. I really do. And as bizarre as that information is, you talk to thousands of people's unconscious minds, and they all give you similar story that just kind of continues from one person to the next as you travel the world, I don't know. I'm sure some of you will say, oh, Dolores just making all that shit up. Yeah, okay. Well, you can say that about anything, but there's something going on. This is a real phenomenon. This is not BS. This is a real phenomenon. And I think what Dolores Cannon was talking about for the past 20, 30 years, the new earth and everything, I think she's dead on. We'll have to wait and see, but this is just so crazy, everybody. I'm out of here for now. There'll be more videos coming. Take care. Go create the reality that you want.